So thank you to be here for present your new headset.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you for inviting me. It's great to be here with you in France, and and we're very excited about the new headset.
Me too.
Yeah, fantastic.
It's our partner of Lightspeed. It's Teresa. So let you introduce you, and we talk about this headset after.
Okay, great. Okay. Well, yes, I'm Teresa with Lightspeed Aviation in the United States and came here to France to meet with Bayo and talk about all things, including our new headset, the Delta Zulu, which we have right here. Well, it's built on the kind of the Zulu 3 platform. Okay. So for your customers that maybe have a Zulu 3 or know what it looks like, it's the same magnesium ear cups and stainless steel headband and all of the premium materials that you would find in a Zulu 3, including the Kevlar cable. But the thing that's really different about this headset is that, and we can talk about all the individual features, but it really is elevating the headset category now from being a product that is good for communication and audio. Now it's a product that could actually save your life.
Yeah.
Yes.
We will talk about it.
Yes, it has some amazing new technologies in it that really are really raising the bar for aviation headsets now. So hearing acuity is one of the things that the headset has, and what the hearing acuity does is it's kind of a play on words of hearing acuity, and so when you have the headset connected to the Lightspeed app on your phone, you would take a hearing test, and it's very easy on the telephone to take the test. It takes about 5 minutes. And then you can upload your unique hearing profile, left ear and right ear separate, into the headset. And then the headset will deliver audio to you based on maybe some areas in the frequencies where you might have some hearing loss. The headset will compensate for that. And so you'll hear ATC better and you'll hear music better and everything will be very good. Yes. Now you mentioned the Canary Smart Alerts, and that's another one of the important new things too. The Canary Smart Alerts happen in response to sensor activity, and so the headset has a built-in carbon monoxide sensor, and that is right on the microphone side. It's right on the cup, right under here. And show it on the camera too. There's just a small little opening there. You could barely see it, but the sensor is behind there. And so that is measuring the carbon monoxide gas that may or may not be present in the airplane. And as pilots, we know and we've trained that carbon monoxide can get into aircraft cabins through cracks in mufflers and exhaust systems, but it can also come in through door seals, through firewalls, through a lot of different ways that carbon monoxide can get into an airplane. And when it comes in, it's odorless and tasteless, and you don't know that it's in there. But it's kind of a silent killer, and unfortunately every year there are people who die in aviation accidents related to carbon monoxide poisoning. And so now what we've built into the headset is this detection system that as soon as you turn on the headset, it's working.
It's a new technology.
Yes, exactly. And so the system is working. You don't have to connect it to an app to make it work. You turn on the headset and it's working. And so it then is smelling for the carbon monoxide. And if it senses that you have as much as when you get to 35 parts per million, ppm it's called, then the headset will give you an audible warning that your carbon monoxide is at a caution level. If it gets higher, if it gets up to 75 parts per million, then the headset will start warning you that you're at a critical level. And pilots will know what that means and can begin to take action. And so if that were to happen, depending on where you are in your flight and everything else, you can start to take steps to either air out the cabin maybe, but definitely start to think about landing as soon as practicable. And so I mentioned 35 and 75, and those are the default settings from the factory. But in the app, you can go in, and when you're doing all of the setup that you want to do for the headset, you can actually make your caution level anywhere between 10 and 50. We set it at 35, but you can change that. And then for the critical level, you can make it anywhere between 51 and 100, We set it at 75, but you can change that. So you're absolutely right. The pilot has a lot of control over that.
Okay, it's a pilot who choose the alert. Okay.
Yes.
It depends of the preference of pilot.
Yes. So some people might say, even at 35, I want the headset to tell me before I get to 35, I'm going to set it at 10. They can do that.
Okay.
Other pilots might say, 10 is pretty low. I'm going to wait until it gets to 50. You can do that too. But somewhere between 10 and 50, you have to set it so that you will get those caution notifications.
Okay.
We have had pilots ask us for rechargeable batteries.
Yeah.
So the Delta Zulu also has that now. So
Okay.
what you're seeing here is the control box for it.
Yeah.
And what's in here right now is the rechargeable battery. And that can be just, it just snaps out like this.
Okay.
And this is the battery pack.
It's a lithium battery?
It's a lithium, yep.
Okay.
And it has 30 hours for a charge. You can fly for 30 hours. This is the AA battery pack. And so there's a little door here, and you can slide that down and put 2 AA batteries in there, just like other ANR headsets used to. And you can use this one. So if you want to, there we go. If you want to use AA's, you can use that. Or if you want to use the lithium-ion one, you just slip that one on and
More practice.
yes, there we go.
Okay.
Hard to do it with the camera. And anyways, and so 30 hours of battery life with the lithium-ion. And then there's the charging port is right here. You can see there's a little hole there. And that's where you can put the charging cable in. It's a USB charging. So you can actually charge it while you're flying. You can plug it into a battery pack, or you can plug it into your panel if you have USB charging. And so you can really keep that battery always fully charged. And so that's a really nice new additional feature. And then a lot of our customers have also asked, we sell the headset in a LEMO version, which is what this is, 6-pin LEMO. We also have the dual GA plugs, and we also have the helicopter plug, the U174. But a lot of pilots go between airplanes, and so they've asked for an adapter that will make it go from LEMO to the dual GA plug. And so we also do now have an optional adapter that can do that, and it's real nice. It's also built with our Kevlar cables. We had this specially made with those. And of course, our LEMO connector on both ends is metal, so it's really durable, like the whole headset is.
I really appreciate of customer.
Yep, exactly. Because you have had customers ask too. Yes. So and it's also and then we didn't talk about it, but it has fantastic ANR, and it's really the best active noise reduction we've ever made. And so, as you know, our Zulu 3 headset, which will still be in the line, has really been right at the top of the line in terms of active noise reduction headsets. Competes with anything else on the market. This is a little bit better in that score, but the primary things are just the way it really brings a safety element now to the headset category. Yeah.
And I see on the module there is a new button. And with choose the option in application. And you can explain this?
Yes. So this is the multifunction button. Right. So the control box looks a lot like a traditional Zulu box with the power, the volume sliders, Bluetooth volume. But this new button, the multifunction button, can be programmed to do 3 different things with 1 press, 2 presses, and a long press. And when it comes from the factory, the first press will mute your alerts. So if you're getting a carbon monoxide alert, and now I've got it, you can mute that, and then it will mute for like 1 cycle. They'll come back, but you can do that. Some of the other things that you can program that button to do are you can toggle on and off the hearing acuity. You can use it to restart, to repair your Bluetooth if you need to do that. Different things like that. There's a menu of things you can program it for, and that's what that is. Yes. For optional cables, there's one that has. So they all have the UAC connector on the one end, and that's what plugs into the to the end of the control box here. On the other end, you can get the optional ones have USB-C. Lightning and 3.5 millimeter,
Okay.
which is kind of old style audio cable. And all three of those are just optional.
I have a question about this because on your website I see there is a price for America, but I don't see the price for UE. Do you anticipate this?
We do, and we're just getting started right now, and so we have them in stock in the U.S.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to get one of those cables, they can sure order it from us. But our plan is to have,
Okay.
in relatively short period of time,
Okay.
have the cables available in Europe as well.
Okay, good.
Yes, yes, especially France.
And about accessories, we find the same of Zulu 3, and the RC, the head pad, the screen width.
Yeah, all of those are interchangeable. So, and it's also very easy to change
Yeah.
a Lightspeed ear seal for people who haven't had one before. You just pull it out like this. It
Okay.
just comes right out. And then the new one, it has a plastic ring there that mates into this one. And you just set it on there. You kind of get it so it kind of seats in there like that. And then you just press it in and you're good to go. Just that easy.
Okay.
Yes. Mhm. And the same thing with the head pad. It pulls out, snaps in, and this is real easy to replace too. So it's a little bit different. It's very much like a Zulu 3 case. It has our medallion, and it's a hard, formed case, but designed specifically for Delta Zulu. It has the color trim here and the tag that sort of echo the copper badges on the headset. And then on the inside, it's formed specifically to hold the headset and the control box and the accessories underneath. And this is that USB charging cable we talked about too. So do you think pilots in France will like it?
Yeah, I think.
I think so too. Yeah.
So thank you for your presentation.
You're welcome. I'm really, really glad that you invited me to do it, and Lightspeed is delighted to be here and be a partner with you guys.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you too.